Oh my god! Is that my favorite draft? Is that my favorite draft? No way! I love those jumps! Yeah, are we Azir maybe? Like a Gnar? Maybe like a Cassante? Maybe like a Victor? Maybe like a... Whoa!
Lucian, Nami, Sejuani, Zeri, Lulu, Lucian, Nami, Sejuani, Zeri, Lulu, Vi, Lucian, Nami, Sejuani, Lulu, Vi, Lulu, Vi, Sejuani, Vi, Sejuani, Zeri, Lulu, Are they gonna pick Azir? Are they gonna pick No. Don't do it. No way! No way! What? That's crazy! That's crazy! Nar as well? Oh my god, we're feeling frisky today. Are we gonna get... I think Ari can be good here though. No joke. Ari can be good here. Talia can be really good here. But I think we might just get Victor. We might just get all reliable. I hope this game we get Dino Gnar though, because I've been seeing a lot of Astronaut Gnar. I kind of want a little bit of Astro. I kind of want a little bit of Dino Gnar. You know what I'm saying? Ari, Talia are good here. Are we gonna get spicy? Ooh. Ooh, a little LeBlanc. Okay. Okay. I like it. Okay. Okay, something different. Yone is good here. Or Camille. Oh, Camille is really good here. Oh, please. Oh, Camille, please. Oh, please. Please, it's so good. Sejuani. Yeah, I was thinking Yone too, but I think Camille better. Okay. Why was Camille good there? Well, Camille Sejuani is really good. Camille outscales Gnar after one item, and they have LeBlanc, so when she W's in, you can actually teamfight. You can actually teamfight with Camille. Why? They broke my browser. Hey guys, this is just a generic YouTube intro to just say, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and like the video. It really helps and I would really appreciate it. So enjoy. Why don't pros play other things? To be honest, like, this is a longer discussion, okay? But I think, so some people think that pros, that the game is becoming less figured out. I don't know how to say it in words, so forgive my English sometimes because I'm very bad at describing words. But I actually think the opposite. I think the game has gotten to the point where it's all figured out. I think the game is almost solved, to be honest. The game is... The variables have gone down so much in the last few years that space for creativity has dropped. Okay? You think back to old League of Legends, the game was so much different. Like, even in recent times, like, the variables have gone down so much, right? The game right now, the formula is so easy. Like, pros have been around for so long. I'm not talking specifically about draft. I'll get to that in a sec. But how to play the map, what to play for and when to play for it is becoming like fundamentals right now. Win conditions just feel so easy. You know, back in the days, you could play like Kha'Zix mid, you could play like Kha'Zix jungle, you could play Rengar, because there's so many variables in the game for you to get fed, or you to capitalize on people's mistakes. But now, making mistakes just feels impossible. You know, you take a bad trade, maybe you'll get dove. But right now, it's just scaling, dragon fights, 8-minute heralds, shifts from mid to top, how to play macro. Like, the macro is just figured out, I feel like. And everything's all about min-maxing, rather than punishing mistakes. So that's why I think the randomness of the game has become so easy to control. The champion diversity is just becoming minimal, you know? That's what I think. That's my... I haven't really explored the thought a lot. I've kind of debated with myself. Like, is the game just getting... I feel like the game's just getting way too figured out or stale. The ways to play the game are so like one-dimensional. You know, you think back to old metas, you could play split push. You know, split push actually had a lot of pressure. Now you can't really split push because you're gonna have to go into a fight. And what's the strongest in team fights? Well, poke comps can work, and team fight comps front to back can work. And you can maybe play assassins here or there, but they have to be recently released assassins like Akali and Sylas, who actually have strong mid games. You know, the only thing. And that's the thing. The only thing teams can improve on, I think, when you're at the highest level of League of Legends, is being better at meta champs and finding counters to the meta champs. So instead of looking at themselves in the mirror, they're looking one step ahead of themselves. But that step ahead of themselves, no one else is doing. People have been looking for so long for responses and answers, but no one's really found anything. Like, the Shy is a good example. He's trying Alistar top into Jax, because Jax is one of the strongest blind picks. Has it worked? No. Nothing really worked very well. People have tried to find answers to Azir. The only real answer they've kind of found is like Sylas, not Sylas, Akali. People have tried to find answers to the high midding lanes. And they've come to the conclusion that marksman AD carry supports are like the answer. You have to understand that there's hundreds of pro players around the world, scrimming hundreds of games a week. And they've all come to the same conclusion of this is how the game should be played. In all of those separate environments, and with all of them coming to that conclusion, I feel like the game is just so figured out that there's no room for innovation. And you can say pro players are stubborn and they don't want to try new things, and I would agree with you, for sure. But I would agree with you in scenarios. If there's like a champion that's blind picked, and a champion can be really good in that scenario, but they don't pick it and they go back to comfort, that's when I would agree with you with pro players are lazy. But would I agree that pro players are lazy in trying to find ways to play the game differently? No. I think teams do try to push the norm, but more as a team rather than individuals. But yeah, I think everything's quite stale, and the game's being figured out quite easily, and there needs to be big changes. Well, Birdle. I mean, there's a reason Faker is not playing Riven mid, or Zed mid, or anything like this anymore. It just doesn't work, you know, and I think that's what people want. Why doesn't it work? Because the checklist for how the game needs to be won in Season 13, those champions do not check that list. It's conditional on like your draft, right? But like simple hybrid damage shares, good mid to late game scaling. Either it could have poke or it could have really good team fight front to back for dragons. Push is also important. Mobility is important. Like let's take Riven mid, right? Good mobility, lacks push, okay-ish mid game, but will lose lane hard enough. Does it really leverage having a good mid game? And then one-dimensional playstyle of like being really easy to outplay in fights, because how does Riven play? Well, she has to go in. Well, what do? Well, you just kind of like, you play around it, kite back. You see her once she's dead. Whereas Azir is hard to get on. Bigger range, more damage, more push. I don't know. Yeah, you can go, there's so many champions, right? There's so many different champions you have to talk about. XDX. Ooh, headshot. Headshot. Oh, Sandbox, smurfing. I mean, Sandbox is a top team. I haven't really watched many Sandbox games though, so I don't know why they're a top team. But I know my boy Closer is Faker. Who is running it down in DRX? Where do I start? Where do I start? Well, I think you can clearly see which... Who's running it down right now? Do I need to talk? They pass the baton, dude. It's like a game of tag. Dogdam passes it to Rascal. Rascal does alright, but then he passes it to Fate. Fate full sends it. But he does okay, but then Croco full sends it. I don't know. I think their AD carry is weak. Barrel is just completely dizzy the whole game. Croco's plays are just overforced and bad. Rascal's not playing like he played on KT. Oh, Birdle. 2 solo kills on Rascal? What a glow up. What a fucking glow up from Birdle. Wasn't Birdle Rascal's sub in Gen G as well? He went to Worlds at one time and played Irelia and like inted it, and everyone thought he was dog shit from then onwards, right? What a fucking glow up. In Dam 1 he was just a Yone bot. Hey Birdle, can you play Yone today? Yes? Okay, we'll sub you in. Yeah, I feel like Birdle... I don't know, LSB is like the team of players who were either underrated or outshined, you know? Willer was super hyped in HLE, but he never really got the time, and he was a sub. Birdle, I don't want to say he was hyped, but he was like... What the fuck? He just solo killed him 3 times. What is happening in top? What the fuck, Birdle? You little monster? What happened to Birdle? How long have I been gone? How long's it been since I've watched Sandbox? This guy is fucking blasting him. You have to understand, Rascal, like, is one of the most consistently good top laners in the LCK over the last 2 years. Like, yeah, dead. Oh my god, he dashed into it. Oh, Vi doesn't have ult. But Barrel makes sure he dies. You said Rascal is good, take it back now? I won't take it back. Rascal is good. Just because someone has either a bad game or someone else has a good game doesn't mean that they're sudden bad, right? Like Rascal all of last year was probably the 2nd best top laner in the league. Imagine if Prince stayed on Sandbox. Yeah. Envy, I remember, was it Envy the first week they played? He played like, they played Samira or something, and he was like full sprinting, or Kalista. That's when I all of a sudden thought Sandbox would be a bad team, but they've just been beating everyone since. I don't think I've watched a Sandbox game in a while. Also, Closer is a fucking beast. That guy last year is the only reason Sandbox even had a chance to... No, not the only. Him and Prince. And Croco was also playing fine. I remember the first week of LCK Spring 2022. Closer Sandbox played against T1. Oh, Envy. Ah! And I think Closer solo killed Faker in Victor Corki matchup. Oh, that damage. No, not 4 solo kills, right? Oh my god, the damage is crazy. Oh, fucking Envy, man. I don't know, is it just me? Like, am I a curse for Envy? Every game I watch of Sandbox, Envy is just sprinting it. Has he been good otherwise? Like, yes? Okay. Dude, I feel like... It was Envy, right? He was playing like Samira or Callisto or something. Oh no, it was Zeri against DK Plus the first week. Oh my god, it was these games. Yeah, it was Zeri. It was these 2 games, the only 2 games I watched, and he was like full sprinting it. And then I stopped watching Sandbox, thinking they were dog shit. Oh, Sandbox being good is awesome. You have to understand, LCK has just been a 3-team region for 2 years. 4th seed, 1 world. Domestic competition, they were a 3-team region, okay? We don't... This DRX thing, I still don't get it. Doesn't matter where they finish in regular season. It's all, like, Gen.G, Damwon, T1. It was inevitable, every year. Every year, it was inevitable that these 3 teams are semis and finals, no matter what. How insane is Birdle playing this game? Level 15 at 22 minutes. I think he has 250 CS.
I don't know whether you wanted to do that as he's flashing again. There's a wallop. I don't know whether it keeps him alive though because there's no turret there.
Oh, he got him before the gnarled.
So now he's on 9.
4 solo kills.
He's almost got the most here in the LCKs. Another team fight is going to break out. Good bubble onto Beryl who gets permafrosted. Croco in the backline getting it caught down.
Okay, well that TP from Birdle was sus.
There's the shutdown. That is a lot of money to Fate.
There's the Birdle I know and love. You can't say world champs, by the way. I can't. It's only Beryl. That's it. It's just Beryl. Okay? He's playing Lulu. It's not even... It's like half a world champ. He's playing Lulu. What is he gonna do? Gonna walk in. He's gonna polymorph you. Watch out.
And just decides to back, and Croco goes all in on the play. Even though he hits this, gets all wall. Very cute. There is some stuff.
Can dock them 1v9. Next to Fate. Well, it's kind of Birdle versus Fate. I don't know how Envy has a shutdown, but he has a shutdown. Yeah, Jace is kind of go... You might be wondering, why isn't Jace going side lane? Well, it's a little bit risky for him to be on side lane. If there's a Gnar here and the Blanc lane ganks him, he's super fucked. And they double TP to Nash, he doesn't want to give them that opening. So he's kind of having to give up waves and farm with Lucian and try to poke them. Like here, why doesn't he hit bot tier 2? Baby Rage. Well, if LeBlanc comes with Vi, he's dead. If anyone hovers, he's dead. Like, Jace just dies so quick. This could be a good play for DRX. It's really risky, though. Super risky. Yeah, they can't. Hex gates, actually. If there was no Hex gates, maybe it's fine. What happens if Sandbox Closer and Closer play on the same team for one of these? Then one of them's gonna have to rename to Closed or something. Oh, Closer. Closer. GG. GG. DRX is just fucked, aren't they? Like, if Birdle doesn't get 11 out of 11 on POG votes, I am fucking mind blown. If media says like, yeah, I think Kale played pretty good, he didn't die once. Dude, shut the fuck up. We're not gonna watch draft because what'll happen is they'll pick Lucian, they'll pick Zeri, they'll pick Vi Sejuani, they'll pick Lulu, they'll pick Vi Sejuani, they'll pick Nami. So the first part of the draft, we don't need to see it. Oh, we got 2 different junglers, nice! A Jace as well! I knew something felt off. A field! Big! They're gonna have to play Nord or something. I think they could play Karma. Renata is best, but I don't know if they'll get Renata. Yone? Good. Cho'Gath? Good. Akali? Oh, re-entering bot is hard.
Accidentally losing the game right now.
Yeah, GG. What are they doing? Oh, Croco. Giga Chad, but he's dead no matter what. Is he dead? Oh my god. Okay, he died.
There we go, it's 1 for 1. As the cocoon does not land, that might mean that Fate has an opportunity to get in here. As Envy just chilling on the bottom side of the map, just wants to play out.
Can you cancel my flight? I want to stay with my girlfriend more. Lil bro. I'm not... Okay, listen. You can't just come in the stream and ask me to cancel things. Okay?
They're hard engage options.
It doesn't work like that. You can open up your little app and you can do it yourself. Okay? Ooh, close.
Okay, Doctor, no dashy left available, but now Croco might have to
Marc, I no flash, guys. What is that guy doing? Croco! Croco!
He'll come through as well, but Bertle is going to be the target for all of these
Ooh,
players.
Bertle, what? Okay. Would LSP be better if Prince stayed on the team? Yeah, for sure. Dude, they had Dove top lane for a split. For a year. Like, they had Dove top lane. Okay? They had Croco and Dove. Okay? If they had Prince still, with Willer and Bertle, they would be much better.
Now the Nature's Grasp comes through and Envy has to cleanse immediately. Fate coming on over as everyone's in a choke point.
Yeah, chocolate.
Be a great opportunity for Fate.
Ah.
But there's the flash out from the Aphelios.
Ah! Oh, the tip! Ooh, Fate! Oh, get him, doc them. Get him, doc them. Fate does really well. If Aphelios got his ult off, it would be fine. I don't know what Sandbox is even doing here in the first place. I think Envy should flash with the Maokai. Oh, if this ult hit, it would be 1. Ah. They would probably get 2 there if that ult hit. Oh well, that's a dead Aphelios. Oh my god, that Nautilus is honored. Holy fuck. What a legend! Me Sion, me push wave, me hit demolish, me get played, me run away. Well, side lanes are going well. Despite bot 3v3 losing, mid is the only one who's like really suffering right now. Ooh. Ah! Ooh. 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 Ah! What? That hit? Imagine having Caedrel as your head coach and you respond with "Okay, Pedro," everything he says. Yeah, you would get kicked off the team in a blink of an eye. Is DRX gonna win? Well, they are the team that drafted Azir, Zeri, Lulu, so good job to them. And LSP are the team who didn't draft Lucian, Nami, Vi, or some dog shit like that. So I guess blue team is just favored. Ah. Yeah, closer. Yeah, closer. Like Bertle played Jace, and it was top tier, and then now we have Jace from Wish on our team in mid lane. I don't know what this guy's doing. Is over here. Teleport is going to come forward from Fate. Emperor's Divide immediately. We need dark and darker. To a kill. As okay, Bertle was unfortunately. So you're basically all AD. Actually, I'm not washed. Oh my god, did that hook hit? What happened to that hook? Oh, Bertle? Maybe? Maybe? No. Alright, GG. There goes Nash. But I don't know. I'll be a degenerate. I think we'll be co-streaming for a while. Okay, DRX win game 2. I think this was pretty obvious from like 20 minutes ago when they late invaded bot side. Not late invaded, but they went for this bot side play. I think we all kind of knew this was going to happen. One mistake lost the game because they have better scaling. Well, not one mistake, but you know. Boot camp in Korea. Maybe one day. I would want to get challenger in EU before I go to Korea. Walking in front of a Scion, he's got red and white guns, but that's a flash forward, and Rascal's getting his revenge. Yeah, GG. Okay, this game was lost like 50 minutes ago. They weren't going to go back. They were going to win this game, and they were going to get an ace first. There it is. 28 minutes on the dot. I'll be back before the 3rd pick of the draft. If you want my draft, here it is. Here's what the draft will look like. Lucian, Zeri, Sejuani, Vi, Nami. No, Vi, Sejuani, Lulu, Azir, Cassante, maybe Akali, we'll say. And then we'll put Gnar here, okay? If I get at least 5 out of 10 right, then I need a $10 million contract to be a coach. BRB.
No way! No way! Is that Azir? Is that Azir?
Oh my god. Yo! How many did I get right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bomba. Okay, Sona interlusion into Zeri Nami. Very common. In I think the counter or the answer to Nami denial is sometimes Sona. Yeah, Willer can bomb by that. Oh! But LeBlanc is only level 2.
You know, there's a control ward he's standing on right now, so not as strong as he thinks he is, and
All right, well, Croco just going to push him out of the lane. All right, gets over the wall. Willer's going to make his way in, but Closer doesn't have flash. In goes Willer to try and save him.
Ooh, nice first blood.
Fate is going to be able to lock that one down in the end.
Oh!
Willer and...
Yeah, the reason I think Sona wins is because she out-sustains Nami. But also provides a lot of damage. BDS reviewing LCK? No, BDS shouldn't watch LCK. Just keep playing Darius and Olaf. Don't get mind controlled. Oh, this is so unlucky for Envy. Maybe he has to flash forwards here. Actually, maybe if he can block. Oh, a lot of outcomes could have happened there. Well, LeBlanc, hopefully, I hope Fate goes for the... He goes for the Knight LeBlanc build. The Knight LeBlanc build is Lucidity Boots, Everfrost, full fucking, and then Fiendish Codex, full fucking CDR, blasting session. Need to dive. Please, can we dive? Oh, why does he give it away, man? Willa! Do not look at bot creep score. Do not look. Oh, oh, nice block. Yep, auto Q. Bomba. Wow, they got. This game is done, by the way. Vi is behind, bots losing. Oh, they're engaging on this? Are you sure? Yeah, Croco is being... I mean, it's the junglers that start with C, isn't it? I don't know. People talking about reckless roll swap. I think it would be fine. Yeah, Sandbox is smoking them. Fate just basically got solo killed by Closer. Well, Barrel, yeah, I mean... The thing is, people will be like, DRX world champs to last place lollipop. But it's just, like, this is just not even DRX. It's one of the worst pieces of Damwon. One of the best pieces of KT. One of the okay pieces of Sandbox. Fate's just fucking... I don't even want to get started on Fate. He's fucking... To me, Fate reminds me of Icon from LPL. Ooh! Nice kill from Rescue. Wait, what games were there on Valentine's Day? Top Esports versus IG. Weibo versus TT. Sorry, I get Rookie, YSKM, and The Shy on Valentine's Day. So how does DRX come back? Well, the funny part is they don't. Their champs just suck. Imagine playing LeBlanc Vi and being behind against Sona Azir. Yeah, we can win. Brutal. Oh, he sniffs it. He sniffs it. Oh my god, he knows. Look at him! And now he's re-flanking them. He's TPing back to where he based. Re-flanking. Yeah, LSP don't really have a front line right now. They need Mega. Haha! Yeah, I don't think Sandbox can lose. Oh, Closer, full send, I like it. SK Gaming are better than DRX. I mean, their bot lane is probably better. As much as I love Barrel. I don't know, Doctor, I don't know. Maybe their bot lane is not better, I don't know. Their mid lane will be better though. I don't know, it's so hard. Like, if I imagine Rascal and Barrel versus Irrelevant and DOS, for example, like... I feel like these players, like Rascal and Barrel, are just too hard to beat for EU lower tier players. I don't want to say SK is lower tier, but they're like really inexperienced. Oh, Willer got his willy out. Look at that. That guy is a 14-inch wand if I've ever seen it. Okay, well, that's it. LCK is over. Congrats to Sandbox. They're 6-2 now. This Sandbox roster looks fucking... I don't know. Birdall looks like a different player. Willer looks like a different player. Envy's picked up the pace. Kale and Closer were always top tier, I think.